Hello, everyone. I started playing duels again earlier in the week after a little bit of a hiatus. I came in at the highest rating I've ever been in the 860s. Since then, I've slid down. Last video, I ended winning one game and losing two. I was in the 840s, and I've played a few games off camera. I've slid down closer to 800 again. I'm just kind of on a slide. Anyway, I'm going to get into a few games here. I'm going to see if I can bump this number up a little bit. I'm not really happy with it. I think I could play better than I have been. So let's see if I could do something about this elo. Good looking player here. Wait for good luck. 3-game win streak. I think this is probably Israel. Yellow license plates. Probably my best bet here. Closer to Jerusalem. Other player also goes in Israel, and it was Israel. Okay, doing a little bit of damage there. An SE, I think that's Sweden. Certainly, I think that SE is Sweden. I'm going to go here closer to Stockholm. The player kind of goes in the same area, and it was much further south near Gothenburg, doing some damage to me. I think this is like Eastern Europe. Looks like a holy pole over here, like a thicker one. Perhaps Romania. I'll go ahead and place the pin here. The other player goes in Russia, and it was in Romania, so I'm doing a little bit of damage. Okay, this appears to be maybe UK. It could be Ireland even. It looks like we are kind of driving on the left. I'm going to go and place the pin in Ireland. Closer to Dublin. The other player does Ireland as well. Okay, I was pretty much spot on with that one. Doing some damage. Okay, getting into the multipliers here. Okay, this ought to be Kenya. It ought to be in the northern part of Kenya. I'm going to place the pin around this area. The player kind of goes towards the south. I was a little bit closer. Doing a tiny bit of damage there. Driving on the right. Okay, this ought to be Brazil. I'm going to try to region guess it. It is very flat. I know it gets flat down this way towards like Argentina and Uruguay. I'm going to place the pin down here. And the player goes more north. Had a much better guess. It's going to do a ton of damage to me. I should not have region guessed it, but oh well. Okay, this looks to be Japan. Awful region guessing Japan. I'm going to go outside of Tokyo here. The player goes further south. It was much closer to Tokyo. Is that enough? Nope. Okay, just doing a ton of damage there. Back in the driver's seat. I can't tell if this is like Scandinavia. Maybe one of the Baltic states. That's a tough one. I'm going to go like Latvia. Other player goes in Finland. And it was Norway. That's going to do some damage to me, but not too much. Looks like we're driving on the left. We're definitely driving on the left. I gotta go South Africa here. This might knock me out. Oh, wow. Okay, it was Kenya. Yeah. Interesting guess, though. Usually Kenya's got that truck with the little snorkel-looking thing. Okay, where are we here? The players placed their pin. I think this is like... I can't really tell. I feel like I'm in Russia, but I'm probably not. The other player goes to Romania. Yep, okay, it was Hungary. That's going to knock me out. Okay, good game. So I'm continuing the losing streak here. That was a very good player. Let's see if I'm going to get demoted yet. Not yet. I'm in contention to be demoted. Don't want that to happen. I'm not freaking out just yet. Okay, we got another player here. Let's get back into it. Okay, information overload. This is... It's got to be Nigeria, right? Maybe even Ghana. It's Uganda. Kampala. Yep. Say identified it as well. Stop 50 meters. Okay, well, that's in English. I mean, is this the UK? Look, this is Latvia. This is Belgium. So I'm doing some damage here. Okay, well, I'm thinking Canada. Go with southern part of Saskatchewan. I think that might be an all right guess. Other player goes in Texas, and it was Canada that time. It's doing some damage. Is it Norway, maybe? The other player also goes Norway, and it was the northern part of Norway that time. Okay, so now we're getting into the multipliers. Okay. Everything is French, but I got this car. The sun is in the north. That was a Curacao or something. This is a terrible guess. The other player goes in Reunion. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Reunion. It's knocking me out of the game. Okay, I'm losing a ton of games here. Not good. This is definitely not good. Really have too much information to go on here. I don't think it's there. Do feel like it's someplace in like Central Europe, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna send it. I mean, it's round one. The player goes in Portugal. Okay, it was Belgium. Interesting guess. This should be Russia. Yeah, I gotta go like Russia here. Place the pin this area. Okay, go to the same spot. It was a little bit closer. This should be Uruguay. Place the pin. The other player also goes in Uruguay. Okay, he's going to do some damage to me there. Another potential Russia round. I do think this is probably going to be like Latvia, though. A-frame, and then this kind of pole top. I think that's kind of popular up in this area of the world. Suppose it could be... Never mind. I think, yeah, okay. It was a pretty good guess. Seeing these yellow license plates. At first I thought it was like Colombia. It could be. Sun is definitely in the north. I'm just looking for... No, it's not. It's, I think, Peru. I just got to find a place in Peru. Maybe more towards the north, like up this way, perhaps? Another player also goes in Peru, and it was Peru. It's the southeast. Gonna do some damage to me there. Okay, beautiful looking landscape. I would think this is like out west, like Rocky Mountain. And maybe like one of these, like Banff, like in between. I'm going to go in between these two national parks up here in Canada. I think that should be an okay guess. Other player goes in Saskatchewan, and yeah, it was in between those two. It's not enough damage to knock this player out of the game. We are driving on the right. Argentina. Okay, well, that answers our question. We are in Argentina, kind of closer to some mountains. I think that puts us maybe over towards the western part of the country. I'm just going to hit the send button on this. The other player goes in Peru, and it was the very southern tip of, it was actually Tierra del Fuego that time, so finally able to pick up a victory. Good game. I have been on quite the slide here, unfortunately. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. Not really enough to knock me up in the ratings, but it does get me over 800 again.